Emma loved looking out the window whenever she flew into Boston's Logan Airport. As they flew over the city, she could see the streets of downtown Boston below, and they looked like such a tangle. Unlike most modern cities with their carefully planned growth and perfect grid of streets, Boston was a bit of a mess, with one-ways and streets that didn't go where you would expect. But as they drew closer and she could see Boston Harbor below, she felt a thrill. She was almost home. It felt like a new beginning, and although she was sad to give up on her dream, she was looking forward to settling into her beach cottage and starting work at the agency. When she got off the plane, she collected her 2 giant suitcases and made her way to a shuttle to the rental car agency. Eventually, she settled into a rental car, a silver Honda CR-V, and 2 hours later, after getting stuck in some rush hour traffic going through the city, she arrived at her rental at White Horse Beach. She grabbed the bigger of the 2 suitcases and dragged it down the wooden walkway and through the beach grass and sand until she reached the back door. The key was under the mat, as Helen had said it would be. Emma unlocked the door, shoved her suitcase inside, and went back for the other one. Once her luggage was in, she put it in the bedroom and went out on the front deck and took a deep breath of the fresh, salt air. She'd gotten used to the smog of LA, and this was so much better. It was late April, and the sun was shining brightly, but the air was cool. Emma knew it would take her a while to get used to the difference in temperature. LA was much warmer this time of year. Even in April, though, at almost 5 o'clock, there were still people out walking along the beach. White Horse Beach was a little over a mile long, a white, sandy beach lined with cottages and the occasional larger home. The water was shallow, but in recent years it had become a favorite hunting ground for great white sharks. They liked to feed off the seals that sunned themselves on the rocks. Emma remembered her mother telling her that 2 summers ago there had been a scare when 2 college girls in kayaks had foolishly paddled out to the jetty where the seals liked to sunbathe. A shark had attacked one of the kayaks, testing to see if it was a seal. Both boats capsized, and fortunately the shark swam away, disappointed when it realized the kayak wasn't a seal. The girls were very lucky that the shark wasn't interested in them, and that they were quickly rescued by the Coast Guard. When asked why they'd gone to such a dangerous area where sharks were known to visit, one of them had said, "We heard a shark had eaten a seal earlier that day, so we didn't think it would still be hungry." So, tempted as she was to try paddleboarding, Emma decided to stick to the lakes for that and just get her feet wet in the ocean instead. She was excited to get up early and have her coffee on the deck in the morning and watch the sunrise. Reluctantly, she went back inside. She didn't have time to stay on the beach and daydream. She and her brother Matt were expected at their mother's house for dinner, a welcome-home dinner for Emma. She just about had time to put some of her clothes away and take a quick shower before heading over to the Pinehills. Cindy fussed around the kitchen, checking the time before putting a tray of her famous cheesy artichoke garlic bread in the oven. The kids loved that. She mixed chopped artichokes with garlic butter, sour cream, and 2 different kinds of cheeses, then slathered it on both halves of a loaf of Italian bread and baked it until bubbly. She also made a tossed garden salad to go with Emma's favorite meal, chicken, broccoli, and ziti with Alfredo sauce. It wasn't a low-cal meal, but now and then Cindy liked to indulge, especially if she was cooking for others. Her oldest child, Matt, was the first to arrive with his girlfriend Dana. Matt recently turned 33, and Dana was the same age. She was an elementary school teacher, and Cindy really liked her for Matt. They balanced each other out. Dana was calm and relaxing, while Matt was high energy and outgoing. They weren't engaged yet, but Cindy had a feeling it might be coming soon, and she approved. Matt gave his mother a big hug and kiss on the cheek, and Dana did the same. He put a 6-pack of beer in the refrigerator and handed Cindy a chilled bottle of wine. "This is the one you like, right? Butter?" Cindy smiled. "This is great. Thanks, honey." Bread and butter was actually her favorite, but butter was good too. Cindy opened the wine and poured a glass for herself and Dana while Matt grabbed one of the beers that he'd brought. A moment later, she heard a car pull in the driveway. Emma walked through the door with a bottle of wine as well, bread and butter, which Cindy thanked her for and put in the refrigerator to keep cool. Emma helped herself to a glass of wine, and they went on Cindy's back deck to relax before dinner.